Hi, I'm Luke Van Buskirk, and I'm applying for the Palma Scholarship at Captain Gable School. I want to tell you the 5 reasons I love the game of soccer. The first reason I love soccer is, it teaches me many valuable life skills. The most important is work ethic. Soccer is a highly competitive sport that forces me to have to practice nearly every day of the week. If you want to succeed in soccer, you have to be dedicated to practicing. You can't wimp out just because of rain or snow, or even just because your favorite TV show is on. Part of work ethic is setting challenging and reasonable goals. In soccer, I'm constantly setting goals. I always set higher and higher juggling goals. This gives me something to always work towards when I'm practicing, and keeps me focused on always improving. Another important part of training for soccer is running. I constantly go running whether it's raining, snowing, or 100 degrees. Running is an important part of training for soccer because you always need to stay fit. The next reason I love soccer is the way it brings people together. It can connect a small town or the entire world. Just 30 miles from here is a town called Woodburn. Author Steve Wilson wrote a book called The Boys from Little Mexico about soccer has become one of the things that holds Woodburn together. Because people care so much about soccer in Woodburn, this high school soccer team is the goal for every child in Woodburn, and every family goes to every home game. I know from my own volunteering with AC Portland, a local charity whose mission is transforming communities through soccer, what a difference soccer can make in the life of one little kid who might not get much attention. And on the global scale, as Nelson Mandela often said, sport has the power to change the world, has the power to inspire, has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language they understand. Sports can create hope where once there was only despair. The book, More Than Just a Game, talks about the soccer leagues that Mandela helped to organize while he was a prisoner on Robben Island. He wasn't even allowed to play, but just following the teams gave him joy and hope for the future. Football was the only joy to prisoners, Mandela said about his experience. He was a huge soccer fan too, and worked hard to get the World Cup to come to South Africa in 2010. And during the World Cup, the passion at the games was incredible. Win or lose, you saw the pride and joy the fans had in all of their teams. The next reason I love soccer is that it knows no boundaries. Anyone can play. You don't have to have any special equipment, just a field and some stones to mark a goal. You don't even need a real ball. The great soccer player Pele played with a grapefruit. Children in Africa play with a ball made out of plastic bags. You don't even need shoes. Kids all around the world play barefoot. You can be black or white, gay, young or old, rich or poor, even short or tall. While sadly, soccer has had some terrible incidents of racism, it truly is the most multicultural of sports. 46% of the world's population watched the World Cup in 2010. It was telecast in every country and territory in the world, including the Arctic Circle and Antarctica. The World Cup makes the biggest melting pot of different citizens in the world. Teams from 203 countries tried out for a place for the Brazil World Cup next summer. Even Iran qualified, a country surrounded in controversy. There's no event, not even the Olympics, that's so beloved by so many people. The next reason I love soccer is that it's the true definition of a team sport. To be a great team, you don't need one great player or 2 great players. You need 11 really good players who know how to work together. It doesn't matter how good the players are if they don't play together. It's just as exciting to be the guy who sets up the play as it is the guy who scores the goal. And as a team, the players have to take the responsibility for what happens on the field. The coach can't call the plays, there are no timeouts. It's just you and your teammates. You also need to be able to win and lose gracefully. You can play a great game with lots of effort, but you could lose off of one bad bounce or one terrible call. The last reason I love soccer is that it's inspiring. Legendary Oregon runner Steve Prefontaine said, "Some people create with words or with music, or with a brush and paints. I like to make something beautiful when I run. I like to make people stop and say, I've never seen anyone run like that before. It's more than just a race, it's style." That's how I feel about soccer. The incredible footwork, the miraculous defending, and the unbelievable goals all can inspire people to push their own limits. To imagine what might be possible takes lots of hard work and perseverance to make these things happen, but when they do, they can have a powerful effect. Soccer can change the world and has inspired me. I love soccer.